guys, so right now it's time's up that we are going to start our second session, and everyone, I believe that everyone has done everything that you want to do, okay, after your break time. So right now we are going to start back with our lessons that is going to continue to the next lesson related to hangout 6, right? However, in our unit 3 hurry and up, but the review point about page 40 and 41 will be moving to the next week. I'm going to review and do every task because I will have only a short time today, so that's why I would not do this one to all of you, okay? However, in these lessons might be focused too much about the passive statement, okay? So A1, do you know about passive statement? Right, so in grammar point or 12 tenses are divided into 2 points, okay? The first one you are going to talk about the active, and second one you are going to talk about passive. So today you will know what is passive and what is active. Okay, right. So our unit 3 is still to be continuing, but we are going to stop or to finish our unit later on. Okay, by next week. So today I just give you a short review related to passive statement. Okay, right. So today you are going to learn about active and passive. So before you move on to the agenda or to the next point, that is going to talk about the way or how we use passive or how will we create the passive sentence. I am going to give you this one first, okay? Right, so active refers to the subject is a doer. Everyone, do you understand what the subject is a doer? Right, so when you want to create the active sentence, it focuses about the normal sentences that you are creating. Okay, so a likely example, I speak English. So what? I is the subject, right? Okay, and speak is my activity. How about object is English. So that's why I and speak plus together and have connection to the object. So that's why I can say that active refers to the subject is the doer. Okay, every sentence is focusing what the subject show about the activity. It is talking about the active statement or the active sentence. However, let's move back to our passive sentence. So passive sentence is that refers to the subject is the receiver. It's different, right? Active, doer, and passive, receiver. So in receiver, it receives every activity from the objects. But if we think about the way, it might be the same, right? However, we just create a different sentences. Okay, right. So in here, I am going to guide you with the active sentence that I have already told you or explained you at the moment with example, and then I am going to convert this sentence into the passive sentence. Okay, so in here, they said that English is spoken by me. You see, English here functions as subjects, right? However, me functions as an object. Is it? Okay, so which one is an activity? Right. Me is the one that do the activity to in English. What is my activity? Speak in English. So that's why if you think about the sentence or translate into my meaning, you will be easier to understand about this one, right? Okay. So A1, do you have any question regarding to the definition of each point within active and passive A1? Right. So if you have any question, you can drop your question in the group, or you can personal to your teacher about asking to any questions that you want to ask or you want to know about active and passive. However, right now, let's move to the next point that I'm going to give you the clearly point related to how do we change, okay? I mean that how to change from active to passive. So there are 4 steps in order to change from passive or active to passive sentence. However, the first one, okay, the first one put the subject to be an object and object to be the subject. Okay, second one you have to add to be. The third one, change verb 1 to verb 3. However, even though it is verb 2, also change to be verb 3 as well. Okay. Number 4, if you know the doer, add by. Don't know the doer, no adding by. Okay, so in here, if you know that who is the doer, who do this activity, you can use word by someone else, by that person. Okay, but if you don't know, no need to put anything else. Okay, so right now everyone, let's look at our example all together. Okay, first forget S. Okay, right. So in here you can see that Dara fights me. So this one is talking about it, Dara and fight. Both of these words are going to have activity to the object me, right? If we want to change this sentence to be the passive sentence, the first one What do they want you to do? Put the subject to be an object, right? So in here, I am going to take data to function as the object, right? But I know who is that, right? So that's why if I know that person, I am going to use the word by. Okay. Next, I am going to take the object be to be the subject I. After that, we are to be, right? To be was. So because of what? Because of this sentence in the past sentence, that's why we have to add was, right? To be to, but it is a word was. And the word fought, it's gonna be the same, okay? Because of what? Fight gonna be changed to be fought and fought, okay? So in here, put the object to be the subject, take subjects to be the object, okay? Was is the to be that was added in the sentence. However, fought is changed from the word fought, right? Because of what? Because verb 1, fight, verb 2 and verb 3 are the same, the word fought. However, I know Dara is the doer, right? So that's why I put the word by. So follow this sentence, it means that I still in function as subject but receive an activity from the object Dara. Okay? You got it, everyone? And later on, I'm sorry, I confused that this one is the present tense, but it is the past tense. Okay? Right. So in here, the way that we are going to change from active sentence to the passive sentence. However, one more example. Everyone speaks English. Okay? So in here, everyone. Do you know about who is the doer, everyone? I said everyone, I do not mention who is the doer. I do not know clearly who is the doer this activity, right? So that's why I do not put it as the object of the sentence in passive sentence. However, I am going to take English to put in the front, right? And because of this one is present sentence, so that's why I have to add to be, and to be is the present as well. Okay? Speaks, I'm gonna change the verb 3s to be spoken. So if we know doer, you are going to put by someone else, right? By the doer. But yeah, if I don't know the doer like that, I do not put the word by. I do not put anything else beside. Okay, beside sentence is made. Okay, right. So in here, it is very easy to argue that if you know that the sentence here, one sentence and two sentences here, it is present, you add to be in the present. But if it is in the past, you have to add to be in the past to be, right? And you might know clearly about the to be in present, and you might know about the to be in the past as well. Okay? So in this case, A1, do you have any question? Right, it might be a little complicated, but if you think deep and understanding to each point, it will be easy. Okay, the most important thing to you is that you have to remember, you have to understand about the way of changing from active to passive sentence. If you remember, you understand, you know it clearly, I believe that you can do it well. Okay, right. So everyone, I hope that you will understand this one, and if you have any question, you can drop your question in group, or you can send to your personal account of the teacher. It will be the response or answer by the teacher. However, the more questions you ask, we are happy to answer every question that you ask, everyone, right? Okay, so today, everyone, I would like to end up our lessons and see you tomorrow. Goodbye.